Hello, my name's Darren Walton. I'm at Mercedes-Benz of Stockport, the flagship for LSH Auto UK. Today I'm going to speak to you about the CLA 250E, the E being for electric, and this is the CLA 250E. One of the latest additions to the hybrid range. Tell you about the powertrain. It's got a 1.3 four-cylinder petrol turbo engine. It's got 160 horsepower, coupled with an electric motor that gives 102 horsepower. As you can imagine, it's quite sprightly. It does 0 to 60 in 6.6 seconds, and it will give you a range on the electric between 40 to 45 miles, and you can do that up to easily 70 miles per hour. The base model is a premium. Now with the premium, you get all the toys. You get the front and rear parking sensors, the keyless entry, keyless go, ambient lighting. So for you company car drivers, you'll be pleased to know the benefit in kind is only 6%. So let's move to the boot and the capacity in the boot, which moves from 460 to 390. Visually, you've still got plenty of load space, and you've still got the folding rear seats, which is a 40-40-20 split. Charging with the batteries, you've got two options. You've got the domestic 3-pin. Now, charging on this will take a little longer. It's more like a trickle charge. It'll take about 5.5 hours. Be sure to do that overnight when your electric costs you less. And the conventional high-speed charger, these do vary at different charge points, so do check that out. But it can be anything as quickly as an hour and 45 all the way through to about a 3-hour range. So I'll show you how the charging cables work with ease. What you may not have noticed, what I haven't pointed out yet, on this side you have your electric charging point, which is notified on the dash with an arrow. For the fuel, underneath the fuel gauge, you'll see an arrow pointing to the left, which denotes that the opening fuel flap is on the near side. So as easy as this. You've got two ends. You've got a larger end which does have the dust cover. This one is for the vehicle. Release the flap and you can see that it's open there. Click in and you hear it click, and then come to your charge station, lift up in, and it's locked into position. And as you can see now at the vehicle, the illumination is showing that the battery is charging. Now when you're ready to leave, simply unplug, come back to the vehicle, be sure to press the release button, you'll hear the noise, and then we can release. Close the flap, it's a flap, and as easy as that. Okay, so that covers the exterior. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to jump into the vehicle and show you some of the features and the displays that you'll expect to see in the 250E. Okay, so jumping in the cockpit, the first thing you notice is the EQ emblem lighting up on the display. A depress of the brake and the start button kicks everything into action. You won't hear any engine start because obviously it initially runs in the electric. At the moment it's showing an electric range of 50 miles. From personal experience, you would get about 40 to 45 electric miles. I drive on the motorway every morning to and from work in a CLA 250E, and I use electric all the way home and all the way back to work, which is where I charge. Okay, one thing you will notice as well, this is on all premiums in the CLA range, is the ambient lighting. 64 different colours, absolutely fantastic. You can have it set as one colour or you can have it as a multi-colour as you drive. Multifunction steering wheel. Different displays. At the moment it's showing a range of 235 miles on the fuel, and as I mentioned earlier, on this side is your fuel gauge and on this side is your electric gauge. You have a dynamic select So your battery level, if your battery level is low, eco, and full electric, which is the mode that I select every morning when I jump in my vehicle. So that way I'm not using any fuel whatsoever. And again, for the benefit in kind, I'm sure you'll agree, that's a definite positive. So there we go, a brief introduction to the new CLA 250e and the EQ range. If you like what you see and you'd like to hear any more, do contact us at lshauto.co.uk, put yourself in for a test drive, or even more, if you want to purchase, you know where to go.